Good morning, folks. We are going to do our stretch of the day. I've had a lot of folks this week and last week complaining about plantar fasciitis and trying to stretch out their foot and trying to find ways to make that relieve any pain or pressure they're feeling there. And plantar fasciitis, if you've never had it, good. You don't know what I'm talking about. If you have had it, it can be really stubborn. It's a pain at the bottom of the foot. It's worse in the morning very often, and it's quite uncomfortable, and it's really stubborn to get rid of. But there are a few things that are probably common to lots of people who have it. First thing you might notice is that, yes, your foot feels very tight, but you also have a tendency to have very tight calves and very underactive glutes. So let's address a couple of things first. Lower leg length is really important. And a couple of things I want you to keep in mind is that the calf stretches in more than one way. We need to lengthen. When the knee is bent, there are some stretches at the back of the calf. When the knee is straight, there are also ways to access at that layer. Make sure you stretch them both. It makes all the difference. So you could stretch behind you in a very common stretch. You'll see people put their foot back behind them and come up. Good. Pushing that heel towards the floor. Now remember what I asked you. Stretch it both ways. Once with a bent leg, once with a straight leg, and once with a bent leg. So let's go straight here. Push through the heel. Good. You can be up nice and tall here. Have your hands on the table, or you could be pushing against the wall. Now bend that back knee. You could bring the heel up off the floor if it's tolerable. You could try and keep the heel down. It is a very deep stretch. Just let me show you my ankle there. To the bent knee, to the straight knee. Now there's going to be a group of us who don't find any stretch there at all if you already have a pretty flexible ankle. Let me show you another version of that. Take your foot out in front of you. And again, you could have your foot up on the curb, you could have your foot up on the molding on a wall, hands on the wall in front of you, but the same principle applies. We want to come through a bent knee position to stretch the calf, and we want to come through a straight knee position. Remember them both, it makes all the difference. So let me just roll this up. So if you were doing it in a straight leg position, hands on the wall or hands on the curb and come ahead. Nice stretch for the calf, the ankle. Good. Now you're going to come off of there, bend the knee and push ahead. Remember that lots of our stretches remember that your stretches are very effective if they're done consistently. If you put a little effort into that. So instead of just stretching, I'm pushing down through my foot and then release again. Push down through the foot, release again. A seated version of that stretch could involve using a towel or a strap. That is very helpful as well. So you're going to sit down in front of you. I'll show you sitting on the floor, but you're going to sit down on a chair and put your leg out on another chair in front of you. So this is you sitting at the breakfast table, one leg up on a chair in front of you. And you're going to take a towel and wrap it around your foot and push that foot into the towel and then release. Push that foot into the towel and then release. And you're going to hold for, say, 10 seconds at a time. Now let's do the bent leg version. Bend your knee. Your heel is still sitting on the chair in front of you. If you're comfortable on the floor, that's great. Put a towel around your foot. Push. Now stretch. Push. Stretch. Good. We want a little resistance in there paired with a little bit of strength. I hope that helps your plantar fasciitis, and I hope that loosens up your ankle and your calf. But the secret weapon is really in the glutes. If you don't have any activity in your glute muscles, chances are your calf muscles are overworking, and that can really contribute to plantar fasciitis symptoms. So get working on those glutes. That's in the next video. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.